nobody stands up and decides to be an addict.
Right.
You know, there's never a day when I went, I want to be an addict. Nobody does that.
Right.
You know, what happens is you're overwhelmed by pain. You don't have the tools you need. You know, there's always some childhood component. Somehow in your childhood, you didn't get what you needed to deal with these difficult life problems.
What was that in your childhood?
So it's interesting. Something I learned out of my first Ibogaine journey, actually, was this is very simple, but at the time it was profound, which is I saw myself as an ant walking on the back of an elephant, specifically a northbound ant on a southbound elephant. And I realized that elephant was my subconscious. And there was something in my subconscious from my childhood that I just wasn't aware of. Right. It's my subconscious, right? So, you know, what that was my dad had a very difficult childhood, and he grew up tough. And so, you know, his understanding of what a young man needs to make it in the world is you got to be tough, you got to be capable. And I was the oldest son, so my father was inappropriately hard on me. In no way do I resent him for this or fault him. It was his way of showing love. But as a young kid, what I heard was, you're not good enough. He was always trying to push me to, you know, be better. But what I heard is, I'm not good enough. And I internalized that. That became my elephant that I was riding on.
Are y'all still close today?
My dad passed away a couple years ago. But, you know, I was never angry at him with stuff.
So there wasn't any animosity when he passed?
No. My dad had a drinking problem too, and you know, I came to find out that all kinds of people in my family have addiction problems: heroin, cocaine, alcohol. It's all over that side of the family. This is something families should talk about.
Right.
I certainly talk about it with my children. You know, my parents didn't talk about that with me, about addiction or any of that stuff. Yeah, but that thing in your childhood, I mean, if that's your subconscious mind is much more responsible for how you experience your life than your conscious mind is. You know, if that's what you're riding on, then you're kind of set up for problems.
Yeah.